Hi, hello, good morning, good evening, good whatever, wherever you are. My name is Christine. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, if you have, then you probably know that and know that I got a breast reduction in December of 2018, which puts me at almost exactly 6 months since my surgery. And I'm just here to give you an update, show you my scars, answer the questions that were given to me via Instagram and Facebook, and all that jazz. So if that's what you're interested in, stick around. If you are more interested in how to prepare for surgery or how things are like immediately after, that kind of a thing, I've already done like 5 other videos or something. I think that's all the ranting out of the way. I'll throw timestamps down in the description box of the different questions and stuff that I'm going to touch on. So if there's anything specific you're looking for, just look down there to see if I cover it, and you can skip ahead to wherever that's at. Okay, first question is, how would you recommend going about deciding what size you would want to be? You don't get to specifically pick out exactly what size you want to be, but you should know a ballpark. So for that, I would recommend the website called Real Self, and they have an app too. So you just sign up like with your email, and then there are people out there posting about their experiences with all different kinds of procedures, including like breast reduction and breast augmentation. And so I went on there and just searched for the numbers that I was, and then like the numbers with different combinations that I thought I might want to be. So I searched for 34B, 34C, 34D. Most of that came up with breast augmentation stories and pictures and stuff, but it still gave me an idea of what that cup size looked like. And because obviously, like, you can't, I mean, you could, but it wouldn't probably go over that well, just go up and ask random people, what size are you? That said, if you have a friend, like a good friend, who is like the same or similar frame size, and they have what you're going for, if they're a good enough friend, then just ask them. Okay, the second question is, do you feel like you have more room to move around? Like, is there less in the way? Yeah, I just feel, oh, there's sirens in the background. I wonder if you can hear that. Anyways, I feel so much freer in my body, and just like, yeah, the ease of movement and how do you explain that? Before the reduction. So I know there's got to be some of you out there watching that are still in this situation. When you have a huge chest and a frame that doesn't match, every time you're moving around, it's kind of this like delayed, like you feel it moving with you, but it's this extra thing. And I don't feel that anymore. Like, I know that I'm still on the larger side, but they're small enough that they at least fit my frame. And I don't have that, like, when you go to lay down without a bra on and they literally fall to the side. I don't have that anymore. So yeah, I do feel, the term that I would put it in is just like freer within my body and my own body movements. I feel like I'm all one piece and I don't have that extra thing to keep track of. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, number 3 is, do I have any regrets about the process or who I chose to do the operation? No. I take that back. My only regret, and it's over with now, so it's all good, but I just wish I would have looked into it sooner. Not everybody who wants this surgery will necessarily have an easy time getting approved with their insurance they already have, but I'm sure that there are a lot of people out there who are hesitant to look into it because they think it's going to be too difficult or that somebody's going to say no. But if your chest is disproportionate to your body and you're having like neck pain, back pain, difficulty working out, it's messing with your body image, all of those kinds of things, if you go in and talk to your doctor about that, there's a good chance that either all or a significant portion of your surgery will be covered by insurance. And my regret is that I didn't look into it sooner because I thought it was going to be more complicated than that. I wanted this surgery for 4 or 5 years, and I didn't start looking into it until I didn't start pursuing it, like actually trying to make it happen, until like a year and a half ago. I'm not trying to persuade anybody who's not already looking into the surgery, but if it's something that you know that you want and you really think that your life is going to be better because of it, then pull the trigger, as in talk to your doctor. Ask them, like make an appointment and talk to them, because that's the least you can do for yourself. That was number 3. Number 4. Are you happy with this size, or do you want less? Like to be smaller? Oh, thank you. I've already kind of said it. I do wish that I was smaller, but I am also very happy with how small I am in comparison. So if that makes sense, like I am very happy. But if there were, like a button I could press or something, like I do wish that I was smaller. But I'm at the point now where that's more of a personal preference thing. I'm at least comfortable in my body now. I don't have as much, and by as much I mean like I have very little back pain in comparison to all the pain that I had before. Working out is more comfortable. Like when I got my initial surgery, it was like necessary. I was so uncomfortable all the time, not to mention how much I hated the way that I looked, but I was so uncomfortable. And so now I'm at least comfortable in my body, but I would prefer smaller boobs. Number 5. Have you had any lingering side effects such as breast tenderness, nipple sensitivity, or lack thereof, or painful scarring? I feel like the overall answer to this is no. I talked about this in my last video, I think. I have every once in a while these little like searing kind of pains, this kind of a thing through, and I think it's either nerve connections or like maybe scar tissue breaking up, but they're very like fluttering, fleeting, quick pains. Doesn't happen very often, passes really quickly, and happens less and less the more that time passes. So I don't really know if that's necessarily a lingering side effect. I have an appointment coming up very soon for my 6-month checkup, and we'll be talking about my possible second surgery, and I'm going to ask about that too, those pains that I've been having. So I'll probably update on my Instagram whatever he says about them. As far as the rest of those things are concerned, like tenderness, I just have like the regular tenderness that we all get monthly, and actually have more nipple sensitivity now than I did before I got the surgery, but in a good way. Like, it's not terrible. The next question is, what have my experiences been like shopping for new clothes, especially sports bras, and have I found more effectiveness in my sports bras now? Like, has working out been easier? Okay, shopping has been so much fun. I don't feel limited anymore in like the things that will fit or flatter my frame or anything like that. I mean, trying on clothes and like finding the things that you love is always going to be like a thing, that's why there are dressing rooms. You got to try it on and see if it works. But before, with huge boobs, it was so hard to find things that fit, let alone look good on my frame or like flattered my figure. And now I just feel like I can confidently go into a store and try on a couple different sizes, but like something's probably going to work. And for me, being somebody who loves clothes, fashion, style, all of that, if you follow me on Instagram or like see my name here, literally my name on everything is style is subjective. I love clothes. So it's been so much fun getting to just like go shopping and not be stressed about trying to find things that would both hide my boobs and still like not make me look huge. Sports bras, working out, and all of that. So sports bras actually work now, which is a different experience than before. There was no sports bra in existence, or at least not that I found, that actually like, held them tight and like made me comfortable for jumping around. That just didn't exist. Now when I wear a sports bra, it like there's still some movement, but it's like something I notice versus something that will keep me from exercising. Next question is, what are your thoughts moving forward regarding a second possible reduction? If you had asked me this even a month ago, I would have confidently said that I'm definitely getting the second one. But now that I have this appointment coming up in a couple days to talk more seriously about it, I am feeling just a little bit confused. I'm like 95% sure versus like 99% sure. I think it's just because I am realizing that I'm pretty comfortable with how I both look and feel now. And although I would definitely if I said, like I said earlier, about like if I had a magic button that I could just press and just be like, yeah, smaller boobs, done. Yes, definitely. But I'm like right at the cusp in between of I am small enough that I feel good about things, or like good in comparison to where I was before, and I'm not in constant pain and stuff all the time. So a second surgery doesn't feel like 100% necessary, if that makes sense. It's more so that like I've said 1,000 times, I would just prefer to be smaller. And I know that the option is on the table, so if you can imagine that being kind of confusing, that's where I'm at. And I'll update you either here or on Instagram. I'm not sure where I stand, but if you want to stay tuned and see what happens, or see what other kind of videos I put out in the future, whether it's more breast reduction stuff or something else, then subscribe and stick around. And like I said, ask me any questions that you have. If I have any answers, I'll give them. I'm just hot. I think that's why I keep doing this. I'm like, summertime. Where did you come from? Okay, anyways, yeah, I think that's everything. I answered all the questions that I was sent on Instagram and Facebook. So that's all I have for now. Hi, it's me from the future. I'm just editing this video right now and realized that I forgot to mention the clip that shows my scars the day of filming, which was a couple days ago. I'm just editing it now. And then right after that clip, I'm gonna put in some pictures that show my scars at different stages throughout this process. So I'm about to put all that together, and then it's gonna end up being the end of the video. Okay, bye. I hope you're having a good one, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!